President Trump warned he would be forced to fire thousands of federal workers if the government shutdown continued. Now, the Office of Management and Budget, headed by Russ Vought, announced the first round of layoffs is taking place across a variety of federal agencies. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us with more, plus congressional reaction. Erik.
Well, good evening, Veronica, from a very quiet Congress and Capitol Hill as lawmakers are back at home enjoying the holiday. But I tell you what, it's not a holiday for the more than 4,000 federal employees who received layoff notices late last week as part of the Trump administration's broad effort to reshape the government while it remains shut down. You may recall that the government ran out of money back on October 1st, and both sides have been at odds. Now, House Speaker Mike Johnson continues to say Democrats are to blame for not passing a clean CR to fund the government.
The Office of Management and Budget has to determine what are the most efficient and effective programs. It's a difficult task. It's not one that they relish. They don't want to do it. Listen to the president's own words and Russ Vought's own words and everybody who's involved. They want the government to be opened. They're begging Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. That's how to make all this stop.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer fired back, saying the Trump administration is to blame. Schumer wrote on X, quote, "Let's be blunt. Nobody's forcing Trump and Vought to do this. They don't have to do it. They want to do it. This is deliberate chaos." According to OMB, about 4,200 workers across 7 federal agencies are affected. They include more than 1,400 from the Treasury, including the IRS. More than 400 from education, leaving only 20% of the workforce. Some 1,200 from Health and Human Services, including the CDC, along with cuts to HUD, DHS, EPA, and energy.
That's what a shutdown does. You put the administration and this presidency in a position where they're going to have to make some hard decisions.
Not all Republicans are towing the line. Senator Susan Collins said in a statement, quote, "I strongly oppose OMB Director Russ Vaught's attempt to permanently lay off federal workers. Arbitrary layoffs result in a lack of sufficient personnel needed to conduct the mission of the agency and to deliver essential programs. Democrats are sounding off."
He again is trying to politicize the federal government in a way, and he's picking winners and losers. These are people with families, and they have mortgages, and they have to pay rent, they have to put food on the table. We've never seen a president do anything like this before.
And by the way, this is far from over. The administration says even more layoffs are coming. Now, the nation's largest union representing federal workers is suing the Trump administration, asking a judge to block any mass firings during the shutdown. They argue that the administration only has the authority to furlough workers, not to permanently eliminate positions. And what about the U.S. military? Well, over the weekend, President Donald Trump is directing defense officials to pay members of the military next week, despite the ongoing federal shutdown, but it's unclear on how long that will last. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.